If you want to see something very interesting, then don't miss what is coming next. But first, please like, subscribe and share so I can continue living virtually for you, guys.
Fun and learning. Let's make the world a better place easily. Let's make the world a better place easily with dams. Fun and learning. Made by Cette Entertainment.
Hi, my name is Dams. I am a young entrepreneur. I love sport, dance, and I am also passionate about history. Let's make the world a better place easily. Thanks to God and to my inventor, I am a virtual reality capable of interacting with the real world. I invite you to share good times with me and my friend Ilbo. But first, I recommend the book entitled Super Democracy and the Radiation of the United States of Africa. This book, written by the African writer Hyacinth Ravasida Compaore, has more than 200 pages, in addition to being illustrated. In this book, the author proposes a new model of democracy that he invented following a high inspiration. It is an excellent book and I recommend it to you. How to obtain these different works? Well, it's not complicated. Go to the website amazon.com or amazon.fr, and enter the full name of the author in the search bar. Or, more simply, since the Google search engine knows the author. So, go to the google.com site and enter the name Hyacinth Ravasida Compaore in the search bar, and then click on the image of the chosen work, and after paying online using your credit card, the book will reach you by post. Now, let's get back to business. So Ilbo, to spend time, I suggest that we have a proverb competition.
Okay. I'm listening.
Well, it's your honor to start first.
Okay. Here is my first proverb. Work pays. In other words, one should rather seek to work than to remain idle.
Interesting. My turn. Only the will of God prevails. In other words, whatever human greatness, in the end, it is the will of God that prevails, and consequently, one must always be humble and positive to avoid fruitless abuses of power.
Okay. Here is my second proverb. No matter how long a lie runs, one day, the truth always ends up catching up with it. In other words, whatever the lie, on earth or in the afterlife, the truth always ends up being known.
Great. My second proverb is the following. Alone, we go faster, but together, we go further. In other words, unity is strength.
I admit that the game is tight. My third proverb is the following. Money is good, but man is better, because he answers when called. In other words, let's avoid being materialistic.
My turn. Here is my third proverb. The one who swallows a coconut trusts his anus. In other words, let's avoid getting involved in situations that dominate us and against which we can do absolutely nothing.
Okay. My fourth proverb is the following. Knowledge is power. In other words, knowledge gives man power.
Interesting. Here is my fourth proverb. Life is a ballet, we only dance it once. In other words, we must live positively and usefully. So, speaking of knowledge, tell me Ilbo, to your knowledge, which man, during his lifetime and even after his death, has been considered a symbol in terms of knowledge?
To my knowledge, I believe that Mr. Albert Einstein can be this man considered a symbol in terms of knowledge.
Yes. Albert Einstein can be this man considered a symbol in terms of knowledge. However, another man much older than him is, in my opinion, much more symbolic in terms of knowledge. In fact, Albert Einstein is a Swiss-American theoretical physicist of German origin, born on March 14, 1879 in Ulm and died on April 18, 1955 in Princeton. He is the father of the theory of special relativity that he established in 1905, thus founding the notion of space-time and establishing a link between energy and mass. He is also considered to be the father of the nuclear bomb, which, until proven otherwise, is the most formidable weapon created by man in the entire history of humanity. However, the other much older man who, in my opinion, is more symbolic in terms of knowledge is none other than Mr. Imhotep, whose name means "he who comes in peace." Imhotep was an emblematic historical figure of ancient Egypt. He was one of the greatest scholars of ancient Egypt. The exceptionality of his intelligence, in addition to being a multidisciplinary scholar, meant that, more than a symbol, he was elevated to the rank of divinity. And consequently he was deified and worshipped at the temple of Deir el-Bahari. Indeed, Imhotep lived in the 3rd millennium BCE during the 3rd dynasty and under the reign of Pharaoh Djoser. Imhotep was a great scholar in mathematics, philosophy, sculpture, architecture, masonry, medicine and so on. He is the founding father of Egyptian medicine and the presumed author of a medical treatise, the Ebers Papyrus, which describes in detail anatomical observations, examination, diagnosis, treatment and prognosis of many injuries. In other words, he is the true father of medicine of all time. Also, is considered to be the inventor of the pyramid structure. In particular the step pyramid, and as the father of the pyramids considered, until today, as one of the greatest wonders of all time. And which, despite the thousands of years that have passed, remain majestically solid for several thousand years more and constitute once again the concrete witnesses of the intelligence and knowledge of this great man.
Okay.
I hope you had a good time with our company and that my information was enriching. Let's make the world a better place easily. Also, please add a like, subscribe and share the video so that I can continue living virtually for you guys.